Hey everybody, welcome to my latest video. I'm going to go over the settings for the college football Revamped inside the ps3 emulator. We've kind of went over this before on the lower end side of the PCs, but I wanted to show you. I've been doing a ton of tinkering with this. I got things looking really nice, and I want to share my settings. I have an 8-core 16-thread Ryzen 3700X, and I have a 2070 Super GPU in this computer, which the GPU really isn't as important. You could easily run it on a 1050 Ti if you've got a good enough CPU. But here's what I set my CPU at. I got the recompiler on both settings here. Got the 2 here, as you can see, and then I go mega on this one, and these 2 are left where they're at when it starts. GPU, we have frame light off. You can set that to 60. I've tried it both ways. I don't see a ton of difference, but it does make the CPU run a little harder with it off. So if you got CPU room, you're okay. We have a resolution at 300% is 4K. We're running it at 4K. The resolution, this is where I made a mistake. I had put this up and I was having all kinds of problems, or somehow it got up after I did the last update. I put it back down to the bottom pretty much. I went legacy single thread with only the white color buffers on over here. The audio, even though my audio works okay, I have most of it turned off in the game because I hate the commentary and stuff. But I went ahead and put this buffering is automatically on. I added this one in at 75%, which I think is the default, and I converted it to 16-bit. I can run it with just this and the other 2 off, but I like it better this way personally. That's a personal opinion, but there's my settings for it to get 4K, and I'm going to show you here the game. I got a game pulled up. If you're ever wondering how to go full screen, it's Alt and Enter to get full screen up. So we'll run a play or 2 real quick just to show you what it looks like. This is in, I normally play in wide mode, but I got it on normal right now so you can see it a little bit better. What's the wrong button? Damn, I do that all the time. You can see uniforms look awesome. This is the college Revamped, the latest version of 12.1. I think it looks great. I think those settings are awesome if you got the right CPU. If you got a lower CPU, I've tried a million different ways to set that up, and I've never been successful to get it to not be choppy. I can play it on my 6-core computer, and I've actually got it to run on a 4-core 8-thread, but it ran terrible. And the 6-core will run the game, but the sound's terrible. So really you need an 8-core 16-thread, something in that range. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully this helps. Happy gaming.